Okay. I think we're recording.
Oh, okay. Good. All right, great, thanks.
All right. What do we need to do?
So I don't know if, I know there's some videos on Shopify that I need to watch for sure, but I think you had mentioned something about showing, I think it was relative to those links that we were after, and we kind of spent so much back and forth time. I probably messed that up and shouldn't have jumped into the mix of that. But
Oh, yeah.
uh, the links to the downloads and stuff like that. I think you were wanting to kind of give us
Yeah.
if I understood your email correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you, I've had so much going on in the last 3 weeks or so. It's, you know, if it's yesterday, I forgot it. Okay. So within Shopify, here we are at the products. So let's just pick a product at random. Actually, let me go back and we'll choose a different one because this is one of our sale items. All right, we had a $10 special. So this product actually set up, and there's the price, $10, regular price, well, compare up price, $24.99. So when you do that, it will show a little sale tag on it if you put a compare at price in it. Otherwise, the price is the price. However, right here under visibility, online store, if you want it to show up, you check this. If you don't want it to show up, you uncheck it.
Okay.
And then point of sale is for use. So for the iPad or whatever we're using at live events, you can click that, and it can be sold, through the little POS, point of sale. All right. This will not show it, so we'll choose a different one. But up here under apps, it says digital attachment, or it says add digital attachment. This is a physical product, so there will not be a file attached, but this is where it would be. So let's actually go back. Here is a list of the digital downloads. So you actually could, like, here's Right to the Bank. You can click that. Here you can change or delete. I know when I looked at this the other day, I was able to, maybe it was here, annual URLs. So, and I'm going to move my camera because it's in front of my face. Right here, you would want to pick the latest. They're both exactly the same, so you could click that and download it if you need it. These are the ones that are set up in Shopify. Okay, and we can go back to that. Let's say we want all of the standard downloads that are not sale products. So we will go into the dashboard of the main website. And right here, where it says downloads, everything that is a digital download, not necessarily for sale, but worksheets, different little things that Dan has made up, profile samples, everything. They're all right here. So yeah, there's the full profile. So everything is here. Right to the Bank. Now this is not the bundle. This is just the main Right to the Bank. And so if we click into that, This is where the file was added. So this is the attached file. This is going to be way too much probably, but this page you most likely will never have to deal with. But if let's just go back to all of them. This is where the downloads are kept. So if you go to any of the pages on the main website, if you go to any of the pages on the main website that have downloads, this is where they're all set up.
But not necessarily all the products. Because like I don't see, unless there's another page, like there's 2 products that we're going to be using for like incentives to sign up for Coaching with Excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you and why are you here? And something else that I can't remember what it's called. Would that be where I would grab the download link, or should I be doing that differently to actually send to the people, so that essentially what Ashley thought we would do is on April 25th, which is the deadline to get that incentive, we would send out an email that says, here's your download links. Thanks for signing up,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. I mean, they've obviously paid, something pretty decent for Coaching with Excellence. So,
mm-hmm.
so is that it?
You can do that. You can give them this link. Now, I mentioned, let me see. Let me take a quick look at something.
Because I certainly understood your point about if you give people the link, then they, what's going to stop them from, I guess, like, broadcasting that out themselves or something. Like, oh, you don't have to buy that. Let me just send it to you.
Right.
I guess it's kind of like lending somebody a book, but.
Yeah. I suppose it really does. It would be the same thing with a zip file too, or any of the digital products. You can always, hey, I'll just copy this and send it to you. So, so this is the file that I downloaded from Shopify for Right to the Bank. It is actually a bundle, so it contains all of these products. So that is something you would have to be careful of if you're sending somebody a product versus just, say, Writer of the Day or Right to the Bank checklist, ebook, etc. You know what I'm saying? So
it would depend on what they had bought, that customer that Vicki was dealing with.
Yeah. If they bought it, then yes, you could send them the link from Shopify or the product from Shopify. But if it's just a different item, really all of the downloads should have a link somewhere on the website. Now, when I say that, we just switched from Ontraport. All of the downloads were set up on Ontraport. We're going to be getting rid of it hopefully within a month or less. So I had to go through and re-download everything, set up all of the downloads here in the website. It's huge. It's overwhelming, I'm sure. But what I'm saying is all of the links on the main website that point to downloads, most of them have not been updated. They're supposed to point to here, as opposed to Ontraport. So after Ontraport's gone, some of the links on the website are going to be bad links.
Okay, so what I think you just said answers, I think, several questions that we've had, that Vicki and I both have had. So to start, if she has problems with the customer that can't download a file that, they've gone through the Shopify process, they've had trouble. She has two choices. One is if they bought it off Shopify, just to go back into Shopify, find that link and send it to them again.
Yes. In fact, you should be able to go into Shopify, find their order. So let's see why this. If you find their order,
go to Jerry Layton down there, because I think that's the one that we had the issue with.
Okay.
Right to the bank.
Yeah.
So now, what should I have done? They claim they can't download it. This, I sent them the zip file and everything, so I think we're good with them.
Okay.
But what should I have done here, or could I have done here, to resend them whatever it was?
Let's see. There's sent confirmation email.
I resent the email, the order confirmation. Now, does that have the link in it?
It should, yes. Yes, it would. Either the confirmation. Let's see. If I remember correctly, when they purchase it, they should get an immediate page where they can download it. Plus, when they get the confirmation email, there should be a link to download it.
Okay.
So, yes, if you resend anything like that, they will have the link. Now, this is the first time that I've ever heard of this problem where a customer couldn't download it. The problem is, why couldn't they download it? I think Ashley was thinking, their computer hard drive was too full, or that's weird. I have never heard of this problem from somebody not being able to download one of these. So this was kind of throwing me a little bit. It's like, do we send them the product? If they couldn't download it from the site, why would they be able to download it from anywhere else? If we send them a link to somewhere, why are they going to be able to download it? It's without having more information of why, it's a little bit hard to know what to do with it.
Right. Well, and I think we're always in some of these customer service situations, we're always going to have the fact like, I can't download it. Well, those are the words they're using. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
It's really going to be hard to ever know truly what's going on without actually being right there with them. You don't know their level of technical knowledge or whatever. So, I don't know. I think all we can do is, and I don't know what Ashley would say on this, but I think we just interpret it as best we can and do what we can to fix the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this gives you several options then, Vicki. So you're able to resend, just send them the actual link, out of the email with Shopify, or you could go to you have back-end access to the website?
I don't think that I do, but I think I didn't know how to go to the products. You know what I mean? I didn't know that piece, or don't know that piece super well here to how could I go and pull the link, or how could I go pull the zip file so that I don't have to bother you, Andy, with that sort of stuff. Obviously my first line of attack will be just to resend the order confirmation. Maybe maybe their internet had a glitch that day. I don't know.
Yeah. That's going to be the best starting place, I think. Let's go back in here, and this is the product right to the bank. Here you can see it's visible on all of these sales channels, is what they call them. Apps, digital attachment, and then settings and manual URLs. Now that may sound kind of weird getting to it.
So then I'm just copying that URL there, and I can send that to them in an email, or
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Can you do that one more time, just real quick for me? Go back to products. Sure. And kind of just click through it one more time.
Sure. Let's try another one. Let's say biz. Oh, it's not listed under that. Low or no cost business ideas, digital product. The apps is the biggest thing. It's add digital attachment. Anything that's a digital product it needs to have a digital attachment. So this is where we would change it to. If we had a different or an updated file, we would click this and then upload the new one. Okay. Settings. Shouldn't have to borrow those settings, but manual URLs. This is where it's located.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't need to generate one or anything like that. I'm just copying whatever the last one that's there is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Totally get that.
Cool. Awesome.
So then to go back to the other question and so that's what she would do with any of those issues. But so the free downloads, like we're going to give it away.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how we want to give it away to?
No.
Just send them the link? No.
Not from Shopify.
Okay. You
Only
want to do it from the website.
Yes, only purchase products from Shopify.
Okay.
Okay.
So right to the bank, I mean, not right to the bank. Who are you and why are you here? It was there. I wish I could remember what the other one was.
Yeah, there's 88 items in here, 5 pages. So.
Okay, so it's probably there.
Yeah.
And so I would just pull that link and that's what I would send to everybody.
Yeah. Let's just do a quick thing here. I'll show you. Vicki, have you worked in the back end of WordPress sites before?
A little bit, but not on a site this complex. So,
Okay.
so when I ask lots and lots of stupid questions, don't think I'm stupid.
No stupid questions ever.
Because I fear the, oh dear God, I don't want to be the one who messed it up. You and me both are good. I'm going to ask a ton of questions before I click on anything, so I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to show you.
I've been the one on the other end of, oh, somebody clicked before they should have.
Yeah.
And I have to clean it up now. I will not do that to you.
All right. I'm going to show you how these links show up on an actual page. So I chose CWE package 2017. This is the short code. So the page that I clicked into, you shouldn't necessarily even need to see that unless you're setting up a download, and yeah, I'm sure you would not be comfortable with doing that right now. So if we create a page, add this link or the short code, I just published the page, so we'll view it. And this is how it would show up. Has the name, has a little icon because it's a PDF, and how big it is. So all you'd have to do is click on it, and then this is available to download. Is that clear as mud?
Yeah.
But like you said, I won't really be doing that. I'll just be pulling the link that's already there
Mm-hmm.
and sending it to them.
Yeah.
9 times out. Okay.
Yeah.
So pulling the short link, is that
Well, the short.
if we're going to give something away, or I'm trying to make somebody happy, or whatever it is, how am I getting the link to whatever I'm sending them?
Let's do this. There's a view. If you can see this on a page already. This has how many times it's downloaded, yada yada, and then here's the link also. So there's 2 ways to do it. You can view the product download page, or if it's already listed on a page somewhere, it will look like this. right click the download link, copy it, and then send them that.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that, and I'll send it to you guys. Let's see what it looks like when you get it.
So it took me to that same page with the listing of the package and the download
Okay.
link there. So
Well, let me do this then. This is a little bit different. This is the link from here. All right, I'll send it to you right now. Actually, that's still going to be the same. It's going to come to this. That link will come to this page,
right.
and provide the download link. So I guess obviously if there's a page where we already have the link, we would use that.
So that's what we would use for me to use for incentives and Vicki to use for keep customers happy prices.
Yeah. And if it's a matter of, I mean, if we need to generate a quick little page and put, the item on it, we can do that. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, let me know and I can do it.
But we should be able to just go to this downloads, do the view thing you just did, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then we're sending.
I think it might be good for one of us. I think I could probably do it, or you, or Andy, if you feel more comfortable, that's fine too. But to create a page for us that just has, here are the possibilities of things, so that when, I think what Vicki does or will do, or she'll probably do it on her own later, but if she says, I've got this, customer, I'd like to give them something for their trouble, and then Ashley says, how about this and that. And then all she has to do is go to this one page, pull the link, and go. You know what I'm saying?
The only issue with that is that if you send them that link, it's going to send them to that page. And if we make a page that has every single download,
No. I mean a page for us, like not on the website, just a cheat sheet, like just has the links on it for us.
like a
Like a Word doc with
Word
the
document?
links.
Yeah, Word doc, or yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it's just a matter of one of us going and pulling these links, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because I think, in all honesty, I would rather stay out of your website world. You know what I mean? If, I appreciate your trust and all that kind of stuff, but I would be afraid of screwing something up. So
That's fine.
if there's an easy way to, these are Ashley can identify the things we would be comfortable utilizing as a giveaway. And yeah, we could just quickly pull the links and put those in a Word doc or something that we could just quickly access. And that may be the least disruptive idea.
That's fine.
But whatever works for you guys, I'm willing to learn whatever I need to learn, but whatever makes it easiest for you.
Well, and I wouldn't mind having that just for myself, so I know what we can, what we have.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably do it anyway. So if you want me to do that, Andy, and then just send it to you, make sure that those do look like the right links, then we could do it that way.
Because then I can put them in canned responses and things like that, that I would be, from the customer service side, it's easier just to set those sorts of things up. Like, I'm really, really sorry we messed up your order,
hmm
to give you a warm, fuzzy feeling about us, I can just drop whatever is appropriate in those and just have those ready to go too. So then I'm not constantly reinventing the wheel every time one of these situations comes up. So.
hmm That's cool. I don't see any issue with that. Sheila, if you want to do that, that's fine. I used to use a plugin before that would export all of the website pages to a file, which might make that really quick. Let me try that first, because I could provide the list in 5 minutes if I can still do that. But I'll have to make sure I can still do that.
Okay. All right. You can just let me know.
Okay.
You either give me a list or tell me to do it, because obviously to do it manually would take me a little bit longer than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, and that's
me.
I try to do anything I can do to make things quick and efficient, because I I typically do 15 hours of work. It's been a lot more than that lately, but per month on the website. Since you guys have started this week, I already have 8 hours, I think. So.
Good for business.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
good for business.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
hopefully it's just a short-term thing as we get things.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about systems too. I'm like, I want the the least amount of movement in any given situations.
Yep.
So, but it's just going to take some time. I know on the customer service side, Terry was doing kind of the bare minimum sort of stuff.
Mhm.
So there's lots of holes to be plugged there.
Yeah.
So that takes care of that issue. Excuse me. The other issue that's relative, there's two of them that are relative. I think one was, Vicki, I think you got an email from somebody that said, this link doesn't work. They were going to download something. I don't think it was a purchase. I think it was like a free link. And I think that goes back to what Andy was saying with this transfer of stuff from Ontraport and all that. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
So number one, is the plan, I know that lead pages and stuff are kind of, Andy, you and I are working through that. But in terms of, and that may have been it may have been one of those, because I know that once we transfer those lead pages off of Brian's account, none of those links work now. Right?
Yep.
So it's a matter of going in. Is there a quick way or to go through the site and figure out which links are, we have to immediately address, the ones that are,
Nope.
Live now?
Nope.
And click around.
Go through them one at a time, right? Figure out which ones work and which ones don't. Oddly enough, I think on the situation you're talking about, and I don't know if we're just dealing some of this with transition, but I think I went back and clicked on the link that was in the email, like he replied to me, you know what I mean? So the original email was there and I clicked on the link and it worked fine. So
see, that's another
I don't know
thing.
whether it was just you were in between changing something, or we're just going to have some of that where like we're just in transition right now, and sometimes they'll work and 10 minutes later they won't, or I just don't know, not knowing what you're doing at any given time. Some of this might just be we just need to ride out the transition process and just deal with these situations as they come up.
Yeah, it's very possible, because I have seen that fairly regularly. Somebody will say, oh, I clicked this link and it didn't work. Well, I went to the link and clicked it and it was fine. So it could be their browser, it could be their computer, it could be their internet provider. There's any number of things, because I'll bet that 15 minutes later they could have gone back and it would have worked. So, but as far as the links on the website, if they go to the 404 page or the not found page, yes, please let me know, and I'll try to get that fixed as soon as possible. Now, the pages on the website and going through all the pages on the website looking for links, there are currently 181 published pages. So, who wants to go through all those pages? That's down from over 300 last year because we had to, clean up a lot. And I'm still working on cleaning up. So, that's just to say there is a lot of work to do. Now, if we start talking about the
Other than,
blog posts, there are currently 1,755 published blog posts on this website.
All of which probably have some link in some shape or form in them, right?
Yeah. Which most of those will not have download links, but they might have links to other places on the website or outside. Every once in a while, I do go through. I have a program that looks for broken links. I haven't done that for a while, but I did that maybe 6 months ago, checking for broken links. But anything you find like that, any broken links, anything like that, send it to me.
you're
You're cutting out.
working through that, right? Working through the other links. Oh, sorry. Am I here?
You're still you're a little bit spotty, but
Am I?
I'm getting MI.
Yeah.
Got that cyborg voice going on too.
It looks like Sheila is
Now
frozen.
you're stuck. You're frozen. Hey Andy, is there a way that, if we each took X pages a week or something, is there a way for us to help you walk through this more quickly? Vicki,
Yeah.
you check these pages and see what you find, or
Sure.
is there something we can do there? Should we talk to Ashley? Maybe when we meet Monday, maybe we could talk about the best way for all of us to be a part of this process to help you, because that's ungodly for one person to have to.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Seriously.
To think that, and we need this done tomorrow, Andy.
Right.
That doesn't seem reasonable to me, but
Mm-hmm.
that could just be mean.
No, I agree. I think that would be a great thing to bring up
Okay,
to Ashley. Yeah.
I'll suggest it.
All right.
I'll put it on my list of suggestions.